Unfortunately, PFF's Black Friday sale is no longer going on, but we have a brand new discount to give you guys right now. That is a 30% off discount this holiday season with the promo code HOLIDAY30 to get 30% off a PFF Plus subscription. You get access to our player prop tool that can help you make back whatever you pay for PFF Plus and then some. It can also help you win a fantasy football championship this year. You get the same grades and analytics that every single NFL team uses and every single college football team uses as well. And you get access to the best mock draft simulator on the planet for the 2026 NFL Draft. Again, Holiday 30 to get 30% off a PFF Plus subscription right now. We got the MAC championship game, Western Michigan beating Miami of Ohio 23-13. It's Western Michigan's first MAC title in 9 years, back when PJ Fleck was actually the head coach of the Broncos. Highest graded players for Western Michigan. Highest grade player, this guy's been a stud all year. Dame Tucker, the edge rusher, 92.5 for the Broncos. Joshua Franklin, the corner, 84. Sefa Saipea, the linebacker, 78.4. Mustafi Al-Garawi, a D tackle, 76.1. Aaron Wofford, 71.5. And Brock Lowry, the quarterback, 57.6. For Miami of Ohio, Jackson Kuwach, 90.1 at linebacker. Another linebacker here, actually, Brock Uline, 86.2. Eli Blakey, the safety, 79.6. Cam Perry, the wide receiver, 75.1. Adam Trick, 72.6. And Henry Hesson, 53.4. Dalton, actually the quarterback we didn't even expect to see for Miami in this one. What should we know about this game?
Yeah, Gostkowski got benched halfway through. It was a real struggle on that side of the ball for Miami for the most part, and you're going to go over the reason for that in a bit. But my stat on the rush, look, Western Michigan, they want to win running the football. They sure did that. 267 yards after contact on the ground. Just a ridiculous number. I'll tell you right now, that is the most by any MAC team this season. That is the 9th most by any FBS team in a game this season. 14 missed tackles for us. That's a season high for Western Michigan. They had the ball for over 35 minutes. Jalen Buckley, the star of the show, especially 19 carries, 193 yards, 2 touchdowns, 170 of those 193 yards after contact, forcing 5 missed tackles. And how about this? Only the 6th player this season at any position in the FBS to have 2 60-yard rushing touchdowns in the same game. I believe he's actually only the 3rd running back to have done it. And if I remember this stat right, I'm trying to just look at this right now. Yes, if I remember this right. Remember the Joe Jackson game? We had Kansas State against Utah. So Joe Jackson in that game and Buckley in this game are the only 2 running backs with 2 60-yard touchdowns, 60-plus yard touchdowns in the same game against an FBS team this year.
Wow.
That's how explosive this Western Michigan run game was, at least in moments. He got the couple big home runs he needed to from Buckley, but that was a big thing, keeping themselves on schedule. Yards after contact, like I said, 267 rushing yards after contact, 9th most by any team in the country this year. Miami just could not make tackles when they needed to.
Yeah, I was talking about the pass blocking, and honestly, I'll combine this with my most impressive too. Miami only a 14.3 pass blocking grade in this game. They have had serious issues in pass protection all year, but this is their worst pass blocking grade all season, and honestly over the last 4 years is the worst pass blocking grade for Miami. A 45% pressure rate allowed with 9 quarterback knockdowns allowed, which means sacks or hits, and a 73% pass rush win rate for Western Michigan. And the star of the show obviously was Dame Tucker, the edge rusher. 94 pass rush grade for him with a 44% pass rush win rate, 28% pressure rate. This guy had 10 pressures, 1 sack, and 2 hits. They had no answers for Tucker, who was a Houston transfer coming into this program. He's been one of the best pass rushers in college football this year. And actually, Dalton, 93.6 pass rush grade on the year for Dame Tucker. That's tied for the best in the country with none other than David Bailey. And you and I were talking about it watching this game. Tucker is probably going to be a sleeper to know in this year's draft.
I mean, you just look at some of the metrics, and it's times when I'm really glad we have this data on guys in the MAC and in the group of 5 that we don't get to see all the time. Was it over a 30? I'm looking it up now. I think it's over a 30% pass rush win rate. I believe he's leading the nation in pass rush win rate, and he's been outstanding all season for this Western Michigan team. Their pass rush has been outstanding all year. Let's see it right here. 30.6% pass rush win rate, best in the country. That'll do. No, this is somebody probably as a day 3 prospect. When I looked at the consensus board after the game yesterday, which has 1,000 players on it, he was not on there. And he's
a senior too, so he has to leave.
We're gonna need to get this guy noticed because he's got talent. The hand usage and the quickness is solid. He could play with a little bit more leverage, but this is a really darn good football player who's been doing great things for this team all year.
Yeah, he's probably a guy. I was watching actually his tape after the game was over. Just incredible, violent, quick hands that he has. Honestly, he's a guy to know as like a designated pass rusher type of player, and yeah, absolutely could be a day 3 player to know in this draft, and is definitely a sleeper to know right now because he is a redshirt senior, so he has to declare for the draft after this year. He's no eligibility left, I don't believe, right now, so he probably will be in the 2026 NFL draft, and he is a sleeper to know right now. Nadeem Tucker, the edge rusher from Western Michigan, with the best pass rush win rate on the year and tied for the best pass rush grade on the year with a guy who is going to go in the first round in David Bailey. Big win for Western Michigan, beating Miami of Ohio 23-13. Dalton, who you want to shout out real quickly, though, for your most impressive?
Stay on the defensive side. Their slot corner at Western Michigan, Josh Franklin. He was outstanding. 8 tackles, 2 stops, 79.4 coverage grade. Part of the reason for that, 2 outstanding pass breakups in the fourth quarter of this game. Only 2 catches allowed for 14 yards and an 83 run defense grade. He was all over the place on the back end for this team, so they got a great pass rush, and they got great contributions from the secondary as well.
Definitely.